Yo, and we're live. What's going on, man?
Oh, I muted myself. Yeah, we are live.
Woo!
Just another day in the life of two shadowy supercoders.
Shadowy supercoders deluxe, man.
God damn. Still struggling to keep two eyes open after this many streams over the case of a weekend. Jesus fucking Christ.
I know, dude. I was dying in some of the comments, man. Fuck.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, dude. The comments are what keep me going. Oh, this is great.
Whoa, damn. Yo,
yeah, life, baby. Boom, boom.
Woo! Yo, what's going on? Jess Smith, Hex Life is the best life. Yes, sir. Shout out, man.
Oh, that's great. No, I think that's in terms of streams. I think that's got to be a record for a super chat.
Yeah,
but I'm not sure how pounds translates to dollars or euros, so I guess I got to do the mathematication on that. But anyways,
it might be
very
$1.
Nice amount.
It might be like $1.10 or something. If I remember right.
Oh, you mean the $4.99 equals $1.10? No, I'm joking.
Oh, here we go. No, but
I get what you're saying.
That, man. Shout out to all the Hex family out here, man.
Yeah, it's probably more like $550-600. Yeah.
Yeah.
MLD. Oh, that man just gave 30%.
Oh no, I don't believe that. Good job.
It's true though. It's true.
It's true though. It's true. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Yo. But yeah, no, things are going good. We did a double take here. I don't even remember now because right. Oh yeah, we're about at about 1,460 people subscribed to the enrolled into the Q4 Crypto Mindset course. Dude, this is it's gonna be fire.
Welcome aboard, you guys. Welcome aboard.
Welcome fucking aboard, bros. Like,
you guys made it.
Yeah, that chart that was on the intro or whatever, it looks like the Bitcoin chart today. Like it's basically like dun dun dun, boom, and then it's like okay, look when engulfing green candle.
Right. I mean, so this is something actually Charlie was alluding to. I think when we did the show about El Salvador becoming a natural currency, or becoming a currency and stuff, Charlie kind of alluded that there could be some kind of murkiness in like what's going to happen. I mean, I saw a post earlier today. Almost every major North American exchange was down at the same time when Bitcoin went down. Right. Yeah. And the IMF wasn't very happy with El Salvador making Bitcoin legal tender, as well as Ethereum and stuff. And yo, dude, the Bitcoin maxis were so salty that they added Ethereum along with it.
Dude. Yeah, I was just like, God, this is why crypto can't have nice things, right? Right. Basically, you get an entire country being like, hey, we're gonna add crypto as a legal tender, Bitcoin and Ethereum. All right, Bitcoin and Ethereum, safe, good play, awesome, appreciate it, guys. We have crypto adoption globally now over multiple countries. Enjoy this. What's the reaction of crypto immediately? Right? It's not like, oh wow, crypto's getting adopted worldwide. We're helping, countries pull themselves up by the bootstraps, right? All these countries which are not, in the top 10 of the economies worldwide, they're going to now have a chance to, avoid sanctions. They're going to have a chance to avoid financial punishments. They're going to have a chance to, bring themselves up in the world, which we've been talking about for the last 10 to 12 years, right? No, that's not the reaction from people in crypto. The reaction from fucking people in crypto is, oh, what a disappointment. They included Ethereum in addition to Bitcoin. This is blasphemy. Bitcoin's going to overtake it. Jesus fucking Christ. Maxis just come out and you're just like, bros, like seriously? Like,
maximum cope.
just want to like smash some of these people, but like, it's one of these things where it's like, this is every single crypto community, right? This happens in every single crypto community when they're like, yeah, our thing didn't get adopted, or this other thing did get adopted in addition to our thing. It's like, oh my God, like you guys are just fucking tarded. And it's just like one of these things where it's like, the last thing I'll say on it, I guess, is just, once then you get like some regulations trying to come after it and stuff, then people in crypto will come together and be like, okay, now we have the enemy. Okay, great. The Bank of International Settlements or the Fed or whatever. And then like, okay, now we have, a clear direction to point our energies towards instead of, basically divide and conquer. Cause that's why crypto is going to be relatively easy for governments, corporations, and, the larger players like in Wall Street to fight against, is because dividing and conquering the crypto space is like a fucking cakewalk. Right. And it's kind of sad to see. So it's like, crypto really the maxis need to get their shit together and start being coin agnostic and understanding that crypto is going to be a economy where all these coins basically work in tandem and grow an economy with different purposes. Bitcoin as a reserve asset, Ethereum is for smart contracts, Polkadot is bridges and interoperability with Cosmos as well. And then, Hex is the certificate of deposit. Pulse Chain is a way to lower fees. Solana is a way to make faster transactions. It's like all these things complement each other, bros. Like, enjoy it. But, I say rational things into the internet and then people go, price go up, price go down. And it's like, yeah, all right.
The Bitcoiners have no one to blame but themselves for not innovating and not doing anything, basically.
Taproot, bro.
There's a whole fucking rant on this shit. It's so irritating. Like, you guys know that like before Vitalik Buterin even started Ethereum, he worked at Bitcoin Magazine.
Yeah,
and he was proposing all that stuff that was going to be on Ethereum could have been implemented on BTC in some form, or have made some sort of separate protocol that ran on BTC. And they said, no, fuck that, no.
Yeah. Oh, we don't want any innovation from a genius 19-year-old, along with Gavin Wood and Charles Hosking said no. Like, no. We'll just ignore that, and
they literally. All right, so yeah, let's just say they don't want to change the Bitcoin code. Cool. Hey, put it on Bitcoin. Just put it on. Literally have it run on Bitcoin. You can have it run on Bitcoin because you can run stuff on Litecoin or you can run stuff on almost any blockchain. And
they just weren't ready for layer 2s.
Yeah, they weren't ready for layer 2. I mean, they could have. I'm surprised no one's even made a fucking swap, a Uniswap on Bitcoin yet or anything. Yeah. Like, there's like no innovation, like Sovereign and stuff, DeFi and stuff, but like it's kind of horse shitty. That's what it is, but it's just shocking though. But let me handle a couple super chats real quick.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Jay Sebastian, what's up, dude? Thanks for the $10 super chat. Never been so excited to check out my spam folder. So happy.
Oh, bro.
Oh, here we go again. Here we go. So, Little Maria Garcia. Here we go. Mi amor Miguel, you so rich. Do marriage on me?
That is fucking fantastic. Sorry. That is,
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn.
Beautiful. Oh, yeah. So, 7 days until we hear the Celsius lead investor. Coincidence, you think, sir? Since it starts right around the start of the crypto mindset course. Pre-planned? I don't know.
Yep. Also, cycle low.
Cycle low, too.
And you think that's a coincidence? All these things come together. It's like, it's nice when a plan comes together.
Yeah, so it's almost like it's going to come back again. What else happens in September? Oh, yeah, Columbus 5, Luna upgrade.
Oh, yeah.
When was it come out? September 5. Wonder why they pushed it back. Strange.
Well, to be honest, they're kind of, they weren't paying attention to the 60-day cycles. They should have been. They should have just been watching us. They wouldn't have had to delay it. They just would have had the right date to begin with.
When super shadowy shirts? Soon, you guys, soon. We'll get on them for real. Yeah, we're gonna have me and Charlie gonna do some stuff for you guys.
Yeah, merch is not necessarily our top priority.
Right.
But it's not that difficult either. So sometime we'll get it going.
Definitely, man. Let's see anything. John, Jesus. John MLD through coaching can help Vitalik with bliss.
He can't help Vitalik though with well, I'm not even gonna say, but okay,
I'm gonna do one more. I want to. Mi amor, Papi Miguel, I do these longings for you. What?
This is gonna be a nice light troll throughout the entire stream.
Oh, definitely. I roll with the punches, man. It's
it's great.
Bill back, man. I have a hard crush on Vitalik. I'd be a sugar baby. What, Tom?
All right, Tom. All right.
Cool,
don't get too yeah.
Well, anyway, hey, man. Hey, but hey,
Moon Game Beard Cozies at Earth Evangelist says that's not a bad idea.
So no Moon Gang Beard Cozies anytime. We're going with an order of importance first, obviously.
Yeah.
And making sure that you guys
Moon suits first. Moon suits first.
Moon suits first. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. But anyway, you guys, we got a cool ass show for you guys. Obviously, this is the last chance to get into the crypto mindset course.
Tell me about it. There's what right now in terms of Pacific Standard Time? There's what 4 hours and 15 minutes left. Yeah.
Wait. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I'm good at my maths.
Yeah,
I'm good at I got my math down. I got my time zones down. I got this. So I just minus 4 hours and 15 minutes. Get in or have fun staying poor.
Right. So you can buy right now. It's $8.97 for the course. Crypto Mindset course closes today at midnight, Pacific Standard Time, midnight today. Okay. You can pay through PayPal, pay me later, which gives you a chance to actually get this in bite-sized chunks, so you can be 4 times smaller in terms of payments. So it doesn't have to be the whole $8.97 if you don't want that. If you wish to pay with crypto, send an email to charlie@cultivatecrypto.com. Make sure in the subject you put either, hey, I'm paying in Bitcoin or Ethereum, and then you'll get instructions in a little bit after that. You have a 10% discount for paying both in Bitcoin and ETH, and you can only pay in Bitcoin and ETH, just FYI.
Correct.
If there's actually another option as well, you can also add to cart. And then instead of going through PayPal, this or that, you're able to actually pay directly with a credit card as well. And that's another way. So you can either do this one, or these, basically. So you have 4 options to pay right here on this page.
Mm-hmm.
So sign up today, you guys, man. Like, seriously, like the flash webinars we'll have after the courses, as well as we got some special surprises for you in terms of some meetups and stuff that we're going to do later on in the year, as well as I'm organizing a California meetup later after the course. Well, just FYI, it's gonna be a west side. It's the west side. It's gonna be a west side, baby. No, it's gonna be a West Coast meetup and stuff. We're gonna start kind of planning it towards maybe a couple weeks after the course ends, just so I can get some sleep. But yes, yeah. So setting it up there, and then we'll just go get fucking fucked up and talk crypto.
It's like talk crypto and then get fucked up, or get fucked up and then talk crypto, or both.
Or both, yeah, a little both. But definitely, yeah, we'll have to meet it. We'll have to put it somewhere. We'll have to decide somewhere in California, or maybe we do it in Vegas or somewhere. We'll have to kind of decide basically where we can maximize everyone kind of to meet up and stuff.
There we go.
Yeah, West Side is the best side. Hell yeah. So, man, Charlie. So, what do you think about the dip right now?
basically, let's see here. Just looking at the charts, Bitcoin. Well, let's pull up the charts, then I can talk about it. People can understand what I'm talking about. Let's see. I think this is it. All right. Can you see this?
Yep.
All right. So what do we got going? We got the price. I mean, that's a hell of a candle there. Some people are like, what's going on here, right? It's similar to if we go on the weekly scale, right? This is a microcosm, basically what was happening before. You can see basically a candle like this, right, coming down with a wick, and maybe even consider it maybe even as deep as these two candles. This is basically a similar thing here. But on the weekly scale, we had bearish divergence, right, where we had the RSI going down as the price was going up. We did not have bearish divergence on the weekly scale here. So on a macro level, this is not like a significant dip. This is just a temporary setback, basically, or a temporary pullback, I should say, not setback, because we expected it with the cycle high incoming. But then if we go and we take a look at this on the daily scale, excuse me with that I'm just like, I literally just woke up before the stream, like trying to get the Z's in where we can. But on the daily scale, right, we had bearish divergence and like kind of like a fake out of that here as the price was going up. So we were talking about this, right, with the basically slightly higher highs, but momentum basically going down. We had one last gasp to the upside. I think Bitcoin on the high, let's see which day was technically the high. This was 52.10, 52.810, so 52.956. So we did have the high here on day 48 of the 60-day cycle. And now we have this drop, right? It dropped all the way down here, it looks like, to about 42,900 and a penny, which is interesting. And so we don't expect this downwards pressure to last forever, but basically we got the high on day 48. So that gives us 12 days, right, to go into the 60-day cycle low. So that gives us plenty of time. I would say, 2 to 3 weeks of sideways to down action, and then recovery, and then we start seeing a pump up here into Q4. So this is why we had the crypto mindset course basically perfectly timed for you guys to be buying the dips. And what are the prices we should be paying attention to? Well, you'll notice here is that we have right there, we have that, what's that, the 50-day moving average. Here right. We have the 200-day moving average. And then here we have the... Can
I say one thing real quick?
Yep.
Real quick. So this is kind of why me and Charlie don't recommend using leverage, right?
Oh, yeah.
Look, so a lot of people got liquidated on that candle. That red candle, if you're using a decentralized version of a way to trade, or just a normal, like FTT or anything else, and all these other leverage platforms, the minute they can liquidate you, they'll liquidate you.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So,
oh, yeah.
Your loss is your gain.
Exactly. So this is the pretty much basically the reason why that dip was so basically severe, right? The reason why this wick was so severe was basically here's what's happening on the back end, right? Is they're like the Bogdanov twins are like, okay, dump it, right? And so they dump it. And why are they dumping it so hard, right? The reason why the price came down just just collapsed basically in there, and the reason why this wick is so strong, there's two things fighting here. It's the bears and the bulls, but it's not the bears and the bulls in the retail market. It's not like just normal people buying and selling here. What's happening here is that they're like, okay, time to dump this, and could be a bunch of different things, but basically what they're dumping it with is with leverage, right? They're just like, okay, we have too many people levered up as we're kind of getting higher here. And as we get like this sideways action here, going above the 200-day moving average, people get too much confidence, right, in the crypto market. And they're like, okay, I'm going to take a leverage position. And they're like, okay, well, let's, they all have their stop losses here at just below the 200-day moving average. So let's dump it below there. So they basically, it's like taking Bitcoin. If you kind of view Bitcoin as like a bobber or something like that. Like if you go fishing,
Right,
you just try to, or like a beach ball, you try to dunk it underwater, right? And you're just like, okay, you try to keep it there for a while, liquidate a lot of positions, and then you let go of it, and then it just pops back up, because right now there are a ton of buyers in this region right here, where all these moving averages are, right? There's a ton of buying pressure in this area. So it's going to be very hard for them to suppress the price for very long. But because we are going into a natural cycle low, right, coming here over the next 2 weeks, then this basically initial push down basically takes out those leverage positions. So gives the exchange, some extra cash on their balance sheets. Right. And then after that, right, we got basically Bitcoin's price pulling up here, but then just kind of sitting there. And so then it just kind of sits there for a bit, maybe comes up here on this, 50-day moving average. But then eventually I do think it has a chance here to dip below there. And that's when you start getting people taking short positions.
Right. So this is a great chance, or actually for the super chat from Clockwork, where he's kind of talking about a show you did with MLD, actually, where he's like, yo, what's good? I watched the MLD show you just did on RH's Market Take. Is the GBTC and ETH discount not an issue or factor in your opinion, basically? Can you briefly explain why or why not? Love, no home. Well, you don't have to.
Let me read. Hold on, let me read that. I'm looking at it on the screen. So I watched the MLD show you did, Richard. The GC ETH discount on not an issue factor in your opinion, and could you briefly explain why or not? I don't remember talking about that 100%. To be honest, I don't know exactly what he's referring to, but I have to go back.
I think as he's talked, I think we briefly talked about what was it called?
Grayscale Bitcoin Trust.
Yeah, the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. How it's basically you're buying Bitcoin even cheaper because the premium's gone and there's actually a discount actually on it.
Right. I don't think we talked about that, to be honest, but maybe it's just so many streams every other weekend I forgot about it. But yeah, I'd have to go look and see where the discount on the premium is at right now. But yeah, basically the premium, it used to be a premium on the, you'd be paying more for the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. Now it's a discount. Basically that will go away here, right. Probably within the next month or two. And actually, there's some interesting stuff that's probably happening with Grayscale Bitcoin Trust turning into an ETF actually. Right. We've been talking about this over the last 2 months. I think they started hinting at it about 2 months ago, and we mentioned this on our stream. So the discount or the premium on Grayscale Bitcoin Trust might not matter once they shift Grayscale Bitcoin Trust into an ETF. And that might be the easiest thing for them to get the first Bitcoin ETF in the US market. So I would say probably by the end of November, let's aim for Thanksgiving for Grayscale Bitcoin Trust to go into an ETF. And then it doesn't really matter what the premium or discount is on it anymore. They're still, they're backing that ETF with a ton of Bitcoin and Ethereum and whatever, the other cryptos they have, including the fucking Filecoin Trust. But, that right there will help fuel, the Q4 pump as well.
Yeah, I mean the one benefit is like so the reason it doesn't really matter is because the premium's gone. So I think a lot of even though people are buying it up, it's sort of the thing where there's a glut in the market. So if you buy and sell that BTC trust, the Bitcoin's still the Bitcoin they bought in order to sell you those shares is already in a multi-sig anyway. So until the premium goes up, and that means that the glut's gone, then they actually have to buy Bitcoin from the market.
Correct.
They never sell Bitcoin ever in this sort of thing. Where like on an ETF, if I got it correctly, it's actually possible for them to actually sell Bitcoin on the market.
Right.
In a way. Yeah.
And any potential sell pressure that they had from that was gone probably like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of something that's basically out of the market in terms of any downside pressure right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people aren't really paying attention to it anymore just because the premium's gone. So one of the easiest trades some bigger investors were doing were they were in that game and were able to eventually, like, their shares vested and they were able to dump them on the market, effectively just getting cash. So it was like the easiest thing ever. So they just buy it ahead of time, the premium would hold up, and they just sell it onto a different market, and then they would take the in between. It was like the easiest money ever, basically, because they'd just always be profitable on it.
Yep. and taking a look at the chart here, just to kind of like, I'll put a final point on this so we can go on to these subjects as well.
Yeah, of course.
It's just like, so if I hover that mouse right where it's at, right, you can see where it is compared to support resistance. And I would say that $42,000 mark right there that I'm putting that cycle low at around September 20th. You know, not calling any shots here like Babe Ruth, but just saying, you know, that might be the most logical place, right, for anybody looking to buy the dip. Basically where we're at now until then. Once Bitcoin gets below that 200-day moving average, that orange line, once it gets below there, the altcoins will start to bleed. You noticed last night, well, my last night, your guys' daytime, when this wick was happening. You take a look at something like Solana. We come here to, let's go to the daily charts. You saw that wick here on Solana come all the way down here to $125. There were people yesterday being like, Solana can't go below $100. You might be surprised, because taking a look, that was when the wick was below the 200-day moving average. And so you'll see that came down to at least the 0.382, right? So Solana on a dip, if Bitcoin does go below that 200-day moving average, easily can get in this range here of the 0.618, which is basically the golden pocket here around $83 to $88, right? And the next area of support on Solana in terms of price would be this section here, right, between $68 to $81. And then like maybe on a wick, maybe on a wick down to $58 or $60. So not saying Solana is going to just like massively crash over the next 2 weeks down to $60, but it could.
But Sam needs his money, basically. Yeah.
Well, here's what Sam's going to do on that. He's like, okay, I see what the test of the market happened. All right, start shifting positions, starts dunking Solana's, bobber or beach ball underwater. Right, it jumps down here. He's in cash. Then he scoops it back up around that period over the course of maybe a week, around the 20th to 27th. And then as we're finishing up the courses, gives us a good time to be buying back in, and then boop, pops back up here, goes above $200, and boom, to the moon, baby, let's go. So that's where the altcoins are going to start to bleed, is around that 200-day moving average. We already saw a test of that, so that just gives us a sneak peek if Bitcoin does come into a cycle low here around September 20th. And we already do see that the low here right now is $42,900, so the cycle low is likely to be lower, right? But it might not happen for a while. We might get a bunch of sideways chop here above the 200-day moving average. Basically, right, that's $46,000 to about $49,000. We might just get a bunch of chop there until, let's say, these two moving averages cross. And this is, working with my crayons here, maybe around September 14th, and then boom, maybe we get like a 1 week of death where people are like, okay, time to short Bitcoin, and then you see maybe a little bit of a wick below this 100-day moving average, but not a daily close. And then you start seeing the liquidation of those shorts as Bitcoin then makes it above the 200. Once it gets a daily close back above the 200, and especially once it gets back above this 50-day moving average here, then you just see the alts just like launch into quarter four, and it's going to be amazing. So that's the bullish and probably most likely scenario that I'm looking at now. Now, what's the risk, right? The risk is basically this area here of the previous lows. This is the first level of risk. This is like if there's three levels of like green light, yellow light, and red light, right? So the green light is if we get the cycle low above and we stay above this 100-day moving average. Green light, buy that dip, buy. Whatever you are buying in this region of altcoins or Bitcoin, Ethereum, just be willing to hold, right? For, like we say, up to 5 years, right? So whatever you're buying during that, we told you guys during this dip too, right? Whatever you're buying in this area during Q3 crypto mindset course, be willing to hold. So make sure that you're not getting into shit like fucking Shiba Inu and whatever, because it might pump more than other coins in the market. Make sure you're getting into quality projects, right? Quality projects that you're willing to hold for 1 to 5 years, but try to have that long-term mindset, right? And then if we get a yellow light, right, if the Bitcoin price comes below this area here of about $37,000, then we're like, okay, pump the brakes. Time to, take another look at the data and see what's happening here. And then where we get the red light and we're like, okay, time to just sit back, wait and see where, the price goes is if we go below $30,000 again, right? If we were to go below $30,000, especially below 28,000, then it's like, okay, pump the brakes, just sit back and wait to see where the price goes at that point. So I think those two areas are a lot less likely, but you're going to hear a ton of FUD if we get the price below the 250-day moving averages. You're going to hear a ton of FUD during that time when we have Bitcoin within this kind of pocket here. So you heard it here first. If you can't get into the crypto mindset course, then at least you have a fair warning of what to expect during that period. If you're in the crypto mindset course, which I would highly recommend, then when we do have that area, because I saw last night, it was hilarious. John MLD, right, was basically doing a Samuel L. Jackson, just saying, you guys do not deserve these gains, right? On his show last night. And he is 100% correct. People, we've been talking about some of these things on YouTube ad nauseum over the weekend, the last few weeks, going to the cycle low, and people just like the price short circuits your logic and people go directly to emotion. I saw some people, their instant reaction as soon as the price was going down was, instead of saying, oh, we're going to the cycle low, great time to accumulate more crypto. No, they go into like, how much more are we going to dip? And I saw some very logical people doing this on Twitter as well. And it was just like, how much more are we going to dip? Why are we dipping? How long is this going to last? Are we going back below 30K? Are we going to 10K? You start hearing these people talk like this. And it's just like, whoa, did they listen to anything we've talked about over the last 2 weeks? Or like SAS one too many says here, people hear what they want to hear, right? 100% correct. If the people want to hear bullish stories, they'll hear bullish stories. If they want to hear bear stories, they'll hear bear stories. But they immediately most people go to emotion immediately. I'm just like, this is really interesting to watch, because you shouldn't be. You should just look at these lines, that I'm talking about here. Look at the logical conclusion of what the data is giving us here, and then go and take a look at the on-chain data here as well. And you can see, right, the active addresses and the stuff that's happening here is still basically reset to the same level that we had before the pump last year. So we have a lot of that. This isn't the be all end all data with this exact one here, but generally speaking, if you look at several different metrics on on-chain data, there's a lot of metrics which basically just reset to levels that we saw pre-pump, which means we have a lot of people here for buying, and we have a lot of buy pressure, a lot of support above this area. So the dip basically shouldn't be that scary for a lot of people, but immediately people short circuit and just go, crypto's a scam.
That's what we tell you guys in DCA, but also remember too, there should still, we might get a little bit of a recovery, nothing crazy, but we still, I believe there's probably going to be a little more FUD coming out on the 15th still, just because taxes and all the rollovers and stuff. So we have to see what ends up happening. But after that, I think it's pretty much smooth sailing for the rest of the year on crypto. So get your positions, be good. Like someone just to answer a couple super chats, like Michael James here says, I bought the course, and with the money I have to invest, I bought 24 DOT at $26. Great price. Wonderful. And at 320. Now, how am I looking, or should I change? That's great.
That's fantastic. Good job on that.
Coupon's optional, KYC, man. Just to let you know. Thanks all listening. Yeah.
Right. And if you need more logic, if you need people talking sense to you because you might be too emotional during these times, definitely come over here. You can come to cultivatecrypto.com and you see the crypto mindset course is still available here for the next 4 hours, right, until midnight Pacific Standard Time. Press get started here, and you'll be jumped over to the Q4 crypto mindset course. I think a lot of people actually need some people with sanity like us talking them through this dip, through what's happening here, getting their accumulation done right. Make sure that they get all their P's and Q's taken care of here for Q4, and then boom, once October comes around, great, all taken care of, all set, nicely packaged. You're ready for the launch pad, and then we all basically get our moon suits on, and boom, ready to go to the moon, baby. So hashtag not financial advice. So if you want to get into the course and understand these things more deeply, what's the logic behind this? And then where can it go wrong? How do I take care of my risk management? How do I make sure that I make as much money as I can without having too much risk to lose too much money? Because you do have to be willing to lose in order to win in the crypto game. So come over here to the Crypto Mindset course. It is $897, a one-time payment. You can pay by PayPal with that installments, as Miguel mentioned before. You can pay by GPay. You can do credit card with Visa, MasterCard, whichever company you work with. If you want to pay by crypto, email me here at charlie@cultivatecrypto.com. In the subject line, include I want to pay by Bitcoin or I want to pay by ETH. And then, we'll get that taken care of for you. When you do basically purchase the course, the process is you will get an email from us within the first 24 hours after purchase. And then check your spam, check your promotions, check your junk box in case your email service filters the email out. Just make sure to check that. You'll get that within the first 24 hours. If you do not get it within 24 hours and you've checked your spam and your junk box thoroughly, send me an email at charlie@cultivatecrypto.com and be polite to my assistant, please. Just understand we'll be taking care of everybody here over the next couple of days. The reason why we're closing the course tonight basically is because we're starting the webinars on Sunday the 12th, and we need that time to make sure that we properly get everybody situated and get them into the Telegram group. So after you get the email, in the email, you have a link to the Telegram channels. One channel is called the Links channel, which is where we'll be putting a lot of the material for the webinars, the recorded sessions as well. And then the main chat channel will be where you can talk with people, network, get yourself sorted. If you're new to crypto, we have information in there about how to get your exchange sorted, how to basically get onboarded into crypto, how to put cash into from your bank into like a place like Kraken or Coinbase or Gemini, how to do all these things properly, and then how to be ready for once the course starts. So this process of getting, right now we have 1,460 people who have joined the Crypto Mindset course. We're expecting still a good chunk of people to be joining as well. So to get all of you guys in properly, it does take a few days here. So I would say, get in sooner rather than later, and do not procrastinate anymore, because we will be closing this come midnight here in 4 hours. When you come to, if you come over here and you come to Crypto Mindset, this banner here on the front page will be gone. If you come over here to the shop, this here will be gone. And if you come and you're like, oh, Crypto Mindset course, I can't get in for Q4. Shit. Reload. It will all be gone. And then you'll send me an email and say, Charlie, can I please get into the Crypto Mindset course? I just was late by like 2 minutes. Sorry, bro. Rugged. So get in or have fun staying poor for Q4. That rhymes.
Yeah, it does rhyme.
So, but yeah, a lot of good information there. So please do yourself a favor, cultivate yourself, and get into the Crypto Mindset course Q4.
Come join the cult.
Hey man, it's in the name for a reason. But
right.
There's no other cult in the world. There's no other cult in the world that pays you money.
Perfect, man.
Gets you paid.
Yep. Welcome from Fresh and Fit, you guys, man. And be sure to hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell in the right-hand corner, and hit the all button, because if you don't hit the notification bell and hit all, YouTube sometimes like unsubscribes you, which is pretty shit.
Take a look at Hawk's Clout. Or no, sorry. Above that, Musa of Mali.
Wait, where is it? Oh. Wait, what?
No, before the one you accidentally put up. Oh man, that was fucking hilarious. Anyways, no, never mind. We won't go there.
You lost me, bro. Seriously, what are you talking about?
Yeah, you'll look on the replay.
Okay.
Go back to that Molly thing that I put there. Oh man, fucking that is hilarious. Musa of Mali says, please explain in 2 sentences what the course will do for us. 2 sentences. Let's try a few words. Make you money. Not financial advice, but if you do the work. So if you do the work, you will make money. That's, 1 sentence. If you do not do the work, you will stay poor. There. How about that for 2 sentences?
There's no fluff in the course. It's all usable info. It's stuff you need to learn. And it isn't like, what's a blockchain? A blockchain is what is SHA-256? It's a mining algorithm for Bitcoin. Like Hey, this is Haskell. Haskell's like, that's the shit that they try to teach you because they don't know shit about crypto. They don't actually know how to make money. It's this whole thing where it's like it's like all these economics PhDs and shit. They never made a business. They never fucking done it. They haven't made any money at all. So how the hell are they going to teach you about anything? You know?
Yep.
It's a bunch of horse shit basically. So yeah, that's more than 2 sentences. But basically, you want that coin right there that's in your hand. You join the crypto mindset course.
Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah. No, I like the picture there. He's hopefully got the right mindset, or at least we'll get him in the right mindset. So
Scapegoat has a good question. Do both eHex and PHEX get the same T-shares, or does each chain have you get a copy? So you'll have the same amount of T-shares you have on Ethereum Hex, you'll have on Pulse Chain Hex. But so you'll have 2 copies. So you actually effectively double your T-shares, but they'll be on separate chains.
Dan Pena says Bombadil mindset. Good God. Yeah. Don't learn that in the course. No, I'm joking. Tom's a good guy. We're just giving him some shit.
Yo, shout out Jerry for the $20 super chat. Q4 link, baby. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, Jerry is a smart man. He got into the crypto mindset course, paid with his crypto gains, way early. I think one of the very first day that we came up with the course. So he's ready.
Oh, it definitely is. Red nitrous right here. Guys, trust me. I have a PhD in boomer money with 30 years experience making less than 5% a year.
God damn.
Damn, bro. Killing it.
Yeah, and he's making way more than all those boomers just as the NFTs. So,
right. So Travis L, with all the information provided in the lectures, any PDFs, there's going to be some PowerPoints and stuff that we'll give you guys, but a lot of the material we're showing you how to do some of the stuff, so you actually go and do it. The thing is a lot of guys end up having all this kind of material to read upon, but they don't do anything. There's no action behind it. So we make sure and tell you guys, and we say you guys have to do this stuff. So you got to go make your wallets. You got to go secure your private keys. You got to learn how to use Uniswap. You got to go make a swap. Go use this. All right, now try to make interest on your coins. We're forcing you guys to actually go do these things, because if you don't do them, it doesn't matter if whatever you read on a PDF or anything, you're not going to do it.
Yeah,
so you have to take action.
Exactly.
It's action.
Well, we do have a Google Drive that we take basically all the different. What do you call it? What was the thing that you said before? PowerPoint presentations, all the different links that we talk about, all the different articles that we talk about from other sources and stuff. We do collect those into a Google Drive sheet so that you guys do have, in addition to the recordings with timestamps on the webinars that we record, you will have in addition the materials that we do reference and talk about during the course as well.
Clay Buster. Miguel is absolutely correct. I know a PhD teaching entrepreneurship for a major university who has never started a company. Damn.
Good God, shoot me now. Like, Robert Kiyosaki is 100% correct, man. These fucking PhDs piled high and deeper, right? Basically, it is just a joke right there.
I mean, let's be for real here. Most people go to college just because they want to go fuck a chick for the first time.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they want to party at Hardy. They want to fucking have a good time. Like, I remember my first 6 months in college. Like, I had a German class for the language or whatever that I was supposed to go to, because there's a language thing that's like requirement in the things or whatever. And I was just like, it's at like 8 a.m. every single day. I was like, F that. I'm not doing that. I'm in college now. I don't need to get up early for classes. So I just skipped it. I just went to all the exams and I still passed. But it was a good time.
I did my PhD so I could just be called Dr. Gembot. Oh, well, that's a good reason. Okay.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, some people do it for the social.
If I was going to be a doctor, I'd change my last name to Death, so people call me Dr. Death. That'd be really cool. I think you're doing some troll shit like that, man.
John's fucking comment, like, the colleges these days are actually like, Jesus fucking Christ, man.
College, where you go to be shamed for being white, and where you learn that all your unhappiness comes from white people.
Wasn't like that back in my day, but apparently that's the college these days. It's fucking hilarious that Yeah, it's just like college these days is a goddamn joke, and they're charging you like what, like $50,000 a year in some of these places, right? To go to college to basically get brainwashed. It's like you can go on the internet nowadays if you can figure out what's good information, what's bad information. If you can sift between that, you can go on the internet now and just educate yourself, and you don't need college anymore.
No, definitely, man. I mean,
unless you're getting a specific trade or skill that's hard skill.
Correct. Unless you're going to a very specific college, like there's a
you can become a chemist or nuclear physicist.
Right. There's a school like Wharton's Business School. Wharton's Business School is actually, that's a really good school, but it's mostly, you're really going to these high level schools for connects more than anything. Fuck what you're learning, really. It's really about who you know in those universities, because that's what's really going to help you out. The University of YouTube, it has made many a millionaires. I will tell you that much. Tony S has got that right there. That's I learned not everything, but like a lot of my education came from YouTube and stuff, and then just doing stuff and trying it out. And
you know what I wish I would have had instead of college, but was just like a degree in YouTube, degree in digital internet, money, right? Because this is where the future of business is. Everybody listening here is, even if you're a Zoomer, is basically brought up in an industrial based system, taught how to go into a factory, right, basically, and get used to different alarms and triggers, kind of like Pavlov's dog. Go in and sit at a desk for and do your part of the what do you call it, the what's the thing that Henry Ford came up with, the assembly line. Yeah, how to do your part of the assembly line when it comes to a corporate setting or an industrial setting. That's what we're taught and conditioned to do in school, right? We're not taught or conditioned to actually be prepared for the digital age, which is what we've been getting here since basically our entire lives, right? The digital age is here. The age of digital money, digital commerce is here, and it's only coming at you faster with cryptocurrency. So this is where you need to take your own financial education into your hands, and understand what cryptocurrency is, understand what a digital economy is, understand how these corporations like YouTube, Google, Facebook, all these centralized tech companies are as well, making money in the digital financial revolution. And if you don't understand those things, you will not be relevant when it comes to finance this century, right? And crypto is a huge part of that, whether you like it or not. So the crypto mindset course, right? If you go and watch videos from the crypto mindset course versus videos of Gary Glessner at MIT talking about what blockchain and digital currency is, you're going to make more money coming into the crypto mindset course. You can go watch those Gary Glessner YouTube videos at MIT, and they're useful bits of information on the ideas behind blockchain and Bitcoin, but it's all technical stuff. It's not about how can I make money with this, how can I use this to bring myself up in the world, how can I use this to basically be relevant in the digital economy, right? So 100% there, crypto mindset over PhD in finance.
I was getting kind of everyone was just doing feminist class studies. Like, you guys are just putting the bar so low right here.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I wouldn't say that if we hadn't had a whole year of proof to show you guys, with a lot of you guys having proved that. I mean, there was a guy that I was talking with just last week on a consultation, right? He's made I think in profits about $400,000 this year in profit, right? And so he's way outpacing his corporate salary, with the crypto mindset course. So
we have verifiably made like an insane amount of millionaires.
Yeah,
an insane amount of millionaires. We've gotten let's say hundreds of people to six figures now. Off of the information we've helped guys out and everything throughout there in consultations, everything like that. It's insane. We've gotten a couple guys to $10 million plus range as well. So that's the sort of stuff like we got the receipts, you guys.
Yeah. Check out Lorenzo Rock's comment there.
Oh yeah, for sure. Let me see Lorenzo Rock. Oh wait, hold on one. Wait, where's Lorenzo Rock?
Right below the super chat.
Okay, I just signed up. Nice. Welcome, man.
Welcome. Report for duty. Glad to see you in here.
So actually, this is a perfect, actually, because I saw this earlier. Someone said this. So the reason I chose that picture of the Pepe standing over the hill watching the whole town burn is because you have to come follow us this way, or stay in the city and burn to the ground. That's the economy burning right there, man. And we're me and Charlie with binoculars looking by like, God damn, bro.
Oh, let me pull up a meme for you. Oh, keep go on that point a little bit more.
No, definitely, man. Hex has been making a 2x every 50 days. Let's keep it up. No, definitely, yeah. It's someone had did the math on it. I think it doubles every 46.7 days.
Yeah.
So 50x is not. I mean, 2x every 50 days, man. I'll take it, man.
That's awesome. We've been helping people get in ever since the first Crypto Mindset course last year, September, when it was below half a penny. So
I looked into what price it was. It was this price right here. That's the price right there.
There we go, baby.
Penny. That was the price. That was the price of Hex when we were telling people during the course. So
I almost don't even want to calculate how many X's that is. Like, it's just insane.
Pretty insane. So okay, so here's your okay.
You got it?
Okay, I see it now. Yeah. It's a bubble. It's a bubble. It's a bubble. It's a bubble.
So basically, if you want to get into the Citadel and you don't want to be in that burning city, as the Pepe meme suggests here on this video, this is the situation we're talking about here. It's a bubble, and I want in, right? Is what people are going to be asking you there. But right now, this is how they're talking to you. You know, they're basically all your family members saying you're crazy, right? Crypto's, go to zero. It's not irrelevant, all this stuff. And in 10 years, they're all going to be scrounging for all those Satoshis that are still left out there. But, there's I think it's like about 18 million Bitcoin have already been minted. There's only 21 million, right? So basically over the next 120 years, you're going to have basically the 8 billion people on this earth, and the more that are coming, right, going to be scrounging for those last 3 million Bitcoin, right? When everybody else is already kind of divvying up those other 18 million. So, that 1,000 Bitcoin to get into the top of the Citadel and be emperors is going to only, be harder and harder to attain here as the years go on.
Right. We're guys are showing you an easier path to ascend the Citadel, basically. And then the earlier, the better, you guys, because the more time. I've actually heard some guys complain from a previous quarter before, that they had to wait a little bit before the gains, obviously. But
the Q2 guys, I heard 2 stories from the Q2 guys. These are the 2 stories from the Q2 guys. Go ahead. Yeah. But basically, there's 2 types of guys from Q2 Crypto Mindset course: the guys who got into Q3 and the guys who didn't get into Q3. Right? The guys who've been taking the Crypto Mindset course consistently and didn't throw up their hands in frustration and said, "Yeah, I'm going to continue with this. This is my plan." Right? They got into Q3 as well. And there's a couple guys who said, I took myself from like a 60% negative position to like a 4 or 5x up in my portfolio, right? Because I took both courses. I was consistent with my plan. The people who just go into their emotions and say like, crypto's down, I don't know what to do. I'm going to stop buying. And then they start buying back up again when Bitcoin goes above 50,000, and now they're down again. Those are the types of people who, just NGMI, not going to make it, baby. But, so we try to help people as much as we can. And there are going to be quarters where you have to wait. Oh my God. I think this course for Q4 is going to be so awesome going into the end of the year. So I won't call it easy money, but you have to do the work. But in relative terms, it is relatively easy money. But then when the markets, do have a correction into early next year, people are going to be like, oh my God, again, right? Freaking the hell out. Right. And it's like, you got to have a plan, got to have a strategy. This is why you get into the Crypto Mindset course. But, we can only help so many people, right? We can't save everybody.
You can't have paper hands in here. So we're going to put you guys through the ringer and stuff. The first couple of days, it's we're going to tell you the business, basically, what you need to do and stuff, and what's going to happen over the next quarter and everything, as well as just everything you need to do to get started in crypto. We're gonna lay it on you guys, and it's up to you guys to take action on this stuff. But I just want to shout out Los right here. He's coming from the Fresh and Fit fam. He's going to sign up right now, man. Fuck yeah, man. Welcome.
Awesome work, man.
Oh, here's a really important question right here. Yeah, from Michael James, right? How far can someone only with $1,000 to invest who bought the course get? Pretty far, dude.
Yeah.
Pretty far. Yeah.
So let's look at let's.
I think he said earlier he had Don Kusama basically.
Okay, so let's look at Don Kusama. So if Bitcoin's $100,000, right? Let's do some moon math here. Sure. Where Bitcoin Kusama going to be? Wow. We can pull up the stats. We can pull up the coin market cap and stuff like that. Sure. Yeah, make it work.
All right, let's look at DOT first. Where's DOT? DOT's at $28 right now. It's a $28 billion market cap, right? So when Bitcoin does a 2x at the bare minimum, if everything stays in place, this will go up significantly higher. But it's a sort of thing where when Bitcoin shoots up and then it calms down, the altcoins will start actually gaining on BTC because I think the dominance will actually start going down. This is over this entire bull market, this will trend towards actually closer to 30 to 35% basically on the Bitcoin dominance. So just to give you guys an example of that, I don't know if you can see my calculator or not, but probably not, huh? Shoot. Basically, I mean, you're looking at more than a doubling just on that, but it's the sort of thing when Polkadot starts having its parachain auctions, it will actually ascend up here. So you know how you see how Solana, when we first started talking about Solana a while back, Solana was all the way down here, 35 to 34, right? That was only a month ago, really, that it was at these prices. So it ascended while Bitcoin and everything also went up as well, right? So you're gonna have this whole thing when everything's in vogue, everything shoots up here, especially something in the 15 to 8 range. It always shoots up here. So you could see during the peak hype on Polkadot, right? Polkadot is more than likely going to go from 10 to possibly 6 during its peak hype points, right? So let's take the difference, right? So I'm going to take 52. I know you guys can't see this, but I'll post it up in a second. So we're going to take, or actually, sure, I'll show my calculator. Give me 1 second. Let me see what I can show.
Yeah, Logan, put up Logan as you're pulling that up. Put up Logan Bryan's thing. I'll talk about that while you're doing that.
Yeah, of course. Logan Bryan. I actually don't see it. Where is it?
It's right above. There we go. Logan Bryan. So you pull that stuff up, and I'll just take up some airtime with this. So Logan Bryan says, my $1,000 Solana investment turned into 4K. And my 2.5K in Hex has turned into 14K. Nice. So that's the power of getting in properly into coins during the times that we've been talking about here, because that 0.075, that 7.5 cents that we recommended during the Q3 course was exactly the average price, and I think $25 on Solana was the average price during the Crypto Mindset Q3 course. So that's exactly the type of situation that we're trying to make for people, and this is just a taste, right? That's just a taste of a good market. We're going to have even better a better situation, in my opinion, with what we're seeing here in Q4. So you can take down the comment, and then I can see the calculator now.
Okay, perfect.
But if you take down the comment, then I can see. There we go.
Right. So right now I'm looking at coin market cap. We'll have a different setup right now, just to show you guys. Basically, all right. Right now, Polkadot's market cap is 28.1 billion. And I believe Polkadot will go where XRP is. So we'll take XRP's market cap of $52.8 billion, right? And divide that by Polkadot's market cap of 28.1, right? Which will give you about a 1.87x in the price difference. So all I have to do is multiply the current price of Polkadot, which is $27.70 per. That brings us to 52. With a doubling in the price of Bitcoin, right? It's more than likely a little bit higher than that. You can effectively get something like a 2.5x in these other coins, because these top 10 will start getting a lot more market cap. Even though you get a 2x, in Bitcoin, you'll get a larger increase in the market caps of the ones down below, because you literally get $1 trillion added to BTC is so significant, right? But you will end up getting almost like a 2.5x on everything else below it at the bare minimum. So this would give you an average price of about $130 on Polkadot. just being number 6 in market cap during that point. Point, yeah. Go ahead.
So $1,000 on those many X's, $1,000 takes you from $1,000 to what in terms of dollar terms? Then
in terms of dollar terms, right? So I think he said he bought 28 tokens, right? So let's times that by 28. 3,643. That's not including the Kusama, which he also has as well.
Yep. So just alone on one of the two investments already, looking to make basically minus the 897 from the course cost.
Okay.
There you go. $2,700 of profit just on one of the two investments.
Right. And this is just some of the extra movement. This is not without adding. This is not interest with more coins, which you will get if you stake it. This is not adding into. This is not also adding any more dollar cost averages, which you probably will be doing over time, right? Because it isn't like you just put in $1,000 and that's it. You end up putting more capital over time, and it's pretty powerful how fast this kind of compounds and stuff, right, man? So that's just on that on the Kusama, right? I'll do the Kusama one as well, okay? Just to do the whole thing, right? So okay, we'll just remember that it's basically $3,000 of profits. But let me pull up the Kusama right now just to show you guys. So right now Kusama is currently at, where is Kusama? All right, so Kusama is number 51 in market cap. It's currently $327, and it's a $2.8 billion market cap. So Kusama, right? So here's kind of the power, right? So when you've been around in the market as long as me and Charlie have, we can pretty much see when coins are on an ascension, right? So these coins over time are actually heading upwards, right? Like this is a coin that Charlie was able to see and was recommend. This was his dark horse. He was recommending this coin at $7.
Yep.
$7. It's $327. Paying you on average 20%.
Say it again.
All right. So Sir Charlie of the Dark Horse was recommending Kusama at $7. Kusama pays an interest payment of 20%. Okay. Today, Kusama is $329. So let me put that in perspective. $329 divided by $7. That's 47x on your money. Right.
Like that.
Right. And that was over almost a year ago. So
for free on YouTube.
Yeah. So let's just say let's just multiply that by like 1.8, right? So basically you'd be up if you had kept the interest payments and not sold the Kusama. Obviously you some people would have taken profits on this, but if you had kept all the Kusama, you'd be up 84x on your money. So let's just say you put like $2,000 or something, right, into it. You'd have $169,200. Boom, that's some moon math for you, baby.
Love it. And that's not even the all-time high, as Angelo's pointing out here in the chat.
Correct. It's a current prices.
And it's not even the end of the bull market. Jesus. And I mean, say we have the same story with the Miguel Bos and Hex.
Right.
We've
done it. We've done it with Celsius. We've done it with so many other coins. We Polkadot. We even though there's not as many multiples, it's when we tell you guys a lot of time too, right? It's Solana, right? We caught the whole Solana trade. I mean, Solana got as low as I think was it $22? I think I saw it $22, $30 when we were recommending it. It's over $170 some dollars right now. What else? Like Polkadot, when we were telling people to get in, there's people from the first courses that got in at $3 on Polkadot right now. That's a 10x, and it's paying about 16% interest right now. You can get 12% on Kraken as well. That's some sauce right there. That's without doing anything kind of crazy. It's just buying great coins that we've done research on. They're good ecosystem plays and they're going to do good. Like Hex, right? Just to give you guys a little, I'll show that in a minute though, but some of the Hex stuff, but it's a wonderful coin. Dots, the reason I like Dot, why I kind of dollar cost average, because I know Dot's really going to pump later in this year, right? So I have time to accumulate it. I'm more aggressively adding to some other positions, but I always have been just steadily adding to my Dot and Kusama positions, right? And what I did is I did a move, which we'll teach you how to do in the course, is I transferred all my Dot into Kusama, then traded back into Dot, and then go back into Kusama. And effectively, I doubled my Kusama position. I'm going to do it one more time and eventually get into Polkadot. So we'll show you how to do this. This is something we call in the plays, which is the Kusama to Dot ratios. Me and Charlie are very good at ratio plays. This is how actually one of the ways I originally made a lot of my money back in 2017 and 2018 is and 2019 actually is I traded the Bitcoin, the Litecoin happening, and was able to multiply my coins quite significantly by that. And that was that was the starting capital that allowed me to invest into BTC even further, and as well as get into a lot of Hex and Celsius and all the other coins that we've done on this entire run up. Was off of these ratio trades. So it's really, really wonderful. So I'm going to show you guys the moon math a little bit, right? So this is kind of the beauty. So this is the sauce, right? So some people could maybe figure out the moon math a little bit, but here's the problem: is that they have no experience in the market, and they really can't tell where coins will end up. This is where me and Charlie shine.
Really help you quite a lot.
We're very good predictors of more or less like how hyped stuff is going to get and where it's more or less is going to end up, right? Obviously, you can always be off a little bit here and there, off a couple places, but it's a rough average, right? So right now, Kusama. Here, let me go back to the calculator. Let me erase this. Okay, so right now,
this is the only time I get just so excited seeing a calculator on YouTube. I'm like, usually a calculator is just like, Jesus Christ, like turn off the TV. And now that I'm looking at this calculator, I'm like, yes, please.
You guys want to know something really funny? So on this whole rant, right when I started the rant about a couple minutes ago, Kusama was number 52 in market cap. Today, right now, it just went up to 51. So right now, Kusama is currently $328, a $2.8 billion market cap. All right. So in this premise, right, let's just with $100,000 Bitcoin, so the doubling, right, just off of that, 328, right? And I multiplied. This is not even adding because the lower coins will end up getting more market cap than Bitcoin itself because the dominance is going down. So there's more money sloshing around. But let's just say a solid 2x, just a 2x. That would put Kusama at $656. That's if it just stayed here, did nothing, and just was being boring, right? But we know that's false. That's fake. So over time, Kusama is going to go from 51 in market cap because it's a very good coin. So as DOT gets really, as DOT shoots up, eventually people go realize, yo, if Kusama's down here, people will go, oh, dude, Kusama's super undervalued. Holy shit. If DOT's in the top 6 coin in the market space, where should Kusama be, right? So Kusama will be somewhere between 20 to 15 in market cap by the end of this bull market, regardless. Even if it ends up somewhere in 18. So I'll be conservative and just say it'll end up where Filecoin is, deservingly, and Filecoin hopefully goes to 0. But Filecoin right now is $8.8 billion, right? So $8.8 billion. Okay, so let's go down to 51. All right, 51. So right now Kusama is, so I'll divide this by Kusama's market cap of $2.8 billion, which will give you a multiple of 3.pi. Yeah, pi, right? So what I do is then I just take I times this by the current price of Kusama, which is $329, which will give you $1,034. Now, obviously, right, if I were to multiply this by now, all I have to do is multiply this by kind of the price of where Bitcoin's going to be, right? And we'll just use the same multiple we used earlier, a 2.5x average, because the lower cap coins, especially up here, because it's now in the 20s, it'll gather more of the market cap. So it's not only just gaining on BTC, it's also gaining on its compatriots. So it's both ascending the ladder in the market cap rankings and also beating Bitcoin as well. So this would give us a price of about $2,585. So if we take this price plus the previous $3,693 in profit from this thing, that $1,000 investment could easily be that amount plus even more because of APY and interest payments and stuff. So it could be a little bit higher. So that could be closer probably to $7,000. Not too shabby.
That was very nice. Very nice. Very nice. I mean, sometimes these numbers, we just get so used to them in crypto, it's like, oh yeah, that's about to be expected. And it's like, oh yeah, we are in the, most exponential growing market here on the face of the goddamn planet. And in the what do you call it? Compared to any time else in human history, this is the best chance, best opportunity for people to make money. Oh yeah, I just forgot about that. But yeah, that's nice. It's like, these people on the internet just get so used to these things being, handed to them, right? And you do get this information on a silver platter in the crypto mindset course, right? And we will do moon math on a lot of other tokens as well in the crypto mindset course, and we'll give you realistic predictions for this stuff. And sometimes it blows people's minds, and they can't fathom it if they're new to crypto. If they're already in crypto, they're like, oh yeah, I've seen that before. Basically, yeah, I'm that's normal, right? So you get these extremes, but like if you go back and look at any point in human history, we are in a what do you call it? Abundance period here with the cryptocurrency space. We're in such abundance here. Perfect, man. Glad to see that. Saw that at the end of yesterday's stream. He got in during the stream yesterday on my channel. That was great. And yeah, we're in such an abundance period here in crypto that the governments are starting to be like, you guys are getting too much money. We're gonna have to take that away from you. You know, so you know, if you like. If you trust your government, as Robert Kiyosaki would say, stay in cash.
Right. So, okay. So also one more thing. Okay. That's just the average price. That's if it just lazily went up. That's not what the coins do. So you can almost take a 2x to the prices from there, from peaks, because you know, like they're always everything overheats and overshoots. So let me give another explanation. So this is the only thing prop I had around, right? So it's just some cologne, right? So this is actually almost a perfect representation of how market cap ends up going. So let's just say, right. So right now we have 40% domination in the Bitcoin price. So let's just say Bitcoin goes to $2 trillion, right? It doubles and then it goes down 10%, 25%. So that equals $500 billion. I think $500 billion or $250 billion of extra market cap that gets put into the rest of the top 100. So the top 100 is almost all the market cap in crypto, if you actually look at it. And it's something like this.
So yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So everything will increase baseline with Bitcoin, but more of the market cap gains will go to the coins higher on the list. So if your coin is actually going higher on the list as the Bitcoin price and the overall market cap of crypto is going up, your coin's actually doing many more multiples. So let me. Oh, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, let's do some examples as well of coins that are out of the top 100, because I think, you know, something like radium, for example, is a really interesting one to look at for that, because the amount of gains that you can get from stuff that's not in the top 100 is even more crazy.
Correct. Yeah. Give me 1 second. Okay. Just to show this one real quick, right? So the top 10 cryptocurrency right here, I mean, Polkadot, right? $28 billion, right? Let's go all the way down to number 100. It's under $1 trillion. So it's under
Digibyte.
So it's literally Polkadot is 28 times more market cap than Digibyte, basically. That should show you. So let's go to number 2, right? So let's see. Curve DAO, the 101, right? $849 million. Let's go all the way now. It's 200. There's an 8 times difference, basically. Well, 4 times difference, right? So do you see how? So you see it's the market cap's a lot more spread out, a little more better on this, right? It's only a 4x difference. But when you go to the top 100, this is the sort of thing where we're talking about where wealth kind of gravitates to the top. The top 20% of cryptocurrencies hold 80% of the market cap in crypto.
Right.
It's just Pareto principle that just it permeates the fucking world. 80-20 principle, right? So I mean, it's pretty insane. So watch this. Look at number 100, right? Look how crazy this is. Okay, number 100 Digibyte, $879 million. Look at number 1. Literally, that's about 100x, I think, if I got that correct. Yeah. So basically, Bitcoin's almost a little bit more than 104x more than Digibyte, basically, in market cap. Just to let you know, that's how. I mean, look how significant that is. So just to go back to this, right? That's what we're talking about here. So this little sliver, that's Digibyte. I'm not shitting on Digibyte right here, but in the example, right,
Digibyte deserves it.
Yeah, Digibyte's a cool community, but like this is Digibyte right here, right? The slither of market cap, and then here's like this top right here. That's Bitcoin, right there, right? And actually, it more or less be like this because Bitcoin's 40% of the market cap of crypto. That should let you, right? So just the example, right? That's 40% of the market cap. That's the rest of it, and then the last little bits. That's a little 1%. Yeah,
and then Ethereum's in there as well at 20%, and then so let's do the moon math on something like radium, because I think that one. I think Serum obviously has a lot more supply coming out than radium does, but in terms of radium, I think it's going to do really well because it has compared to the two, right? I just like that Radium has, like half the supply of Serum, but still only 12% of the supply is out. So this is something that right now, wow, on market cap, it's 106 ranking. It was only, I think, like 160 or 70 just like 2 weeks ago. So, and that was when it was around like, I think like $9. So it's starting to gain there pretty well. And this is a coin, Radium along with Serum is a coin that I've been telling people is going to get into the top 100. And it's almost there already.
Yeah. I mean, it's because, what is it? Because me and Charlie do our research, as well as we have a good eye for talent. We know it's good. We know what products are good, right? Because we're crypto natives. So we've used crypto forever. So anytime we see something like, oh, this stuff actually works, adoption, right? I mean, Uniswap, easy. And there's like these no-brainer things, right? I saw the Celsius app. The minute I downloaded the Celsius app on a phone, and I saw, oh, this thing's going to hit. I could not buy enough Celsius.
Yeah.
Right. Like, just to let you guys know, like when I first got into Celsius, I pretty much wicked it to 20 cents from 9 cents.
I remember that, bro. I remember that. I was just like, this is fucking fantastic. What a
yeah,
great,
you couldn't buy it. So what I was doing, just to give you a little inside baseball right here, I was at work on a phone, right? So I developed, I think I was probably some of the first people to actually buy stuff on, because I was in the Hex community. Hex popularized Uniswap. So Celsius was on Uniswap, and I was literally buying 0.1, 10% of Ethereum every hour, because the slippage would be terrible. And I'd just be on my phone, like I'd be working, my company, but I'm like, oh, 10% of Ethereum, buy Celsius, cool. Then go back to work, 10%, and consistently. And then sometimes it got so bad, I was buying 5% in Ethereum every like 30 minutes or every hour, basically. I did that for weeks to get my position in. To get a good enough chunk into. Eventually, I got enough community support and podcasts and stuff that I got more liquidity added, and then Alex and the team added liquidity to the Uniswap pair, and then I was able to, and everyone was eventually able to buy $10,000-$15,000 at a time without like destroying themselves. But that's sort of the cool stuff from back then, But yeah. So okay, so Radium, right? Let me take a look. Radium. Okay, so. Let me go back to this. So let's see what Solana is. Solana is number 7. Okay, let me look at SRM, just because I need some more data as well.
SRM is still around that 150 market ranking, huh?
Oh, yeah. So it's because, so Serum is more of a utility, but it's going to be used a lot more, where like Radium's more of a sort of thing. So if I were just to guesstimate where it's going to be, I would probably put Radium somewhere in the, like right here where Cosmos is at 30.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, somewhere like that. Because if we get $100,000 BTC and Radium starts pumping, and Solana keeps doing its stuff, it could peak out somewhere 30 to 35, and Serum could get somewhere probably in the 40s. They'll be pretty close to each other, actually, because they've been tracking their prices have been tracking pretty closely together, actually. Especially since a lot of people are liquidity mining them as well.
Yeah, exactly. That pair between the two is really, really nice, because like Serum has the more number of coins coming out, or whatever, the more supply coming out. But they tend to track and kind of take turns with which one's going up and which one's going sideways at that time.
All right, so JPod, thanks for everything, you guys. I thought staking on Selenium for early access. Just be very careful on those projects. You do go through those websites seriously, because a lot of them could be total. Most IDOs are kind of bullshit, really.
Yeah. There, I was looking at that. You can stake this coin called Slim, and then it says it's powered by Solana. So yeah, definitely double check all those things and go into to the back end of those things and make sure who's using these projects and stuff like that. Just don't stake just anywhere, right? This is made. It looks like it says made in love with in Amsterdam, right? This could be like a community project and not necessarily a project from the Solana people directly.
Oh, so I think people are misunderstanding something. So okay. So when I was doing all those transactions on Uniswap, let me tell you how cheap the transactions are. I was paying somewhere close to like half a penny to a penny per transaction.
Yep.
On Uniswap, a penny. Like, I was using I was using Ethereum back in the day for Decentraland, and I was paying almost like sub penny for transactions on Decentraland for like launchers and stuff. At the worst, it got it up to like 8 cents, 10 cents. I was like, damn, this is expensive. I remember paying a quarter for a transaction. I was like, wow, these guys are ripping me off.
Good times.
Good times. So let's go back to Radium for a second. All right. So let me show the handy dandy calculator. Or actually, let me see if I can. No, it won't let me do it. Shit.
Got Motley Investor in the chat. What up, bro?
Oh, what up, Motley? What's going on, dude? Just chilling. Nice. Okay, so let me just
chilling and enjoying gains.
Chilling like a fool in a swimming pool. So let's go to Radium. So Radium is currently, so let's just go to number 30 first and then just get the market cap for that. So right now, number 30 in market cap is Cosmos. Cosmos has a market cap of $4.6 billion, $4.65 billion, right? And let me go to Radium. Radium currently has a market cap of $780 million. So I'll divide that. 7. And that gives me a 5.9x. So if I were to multiply the current price of Radium, which is about 1160, that would give me 69. It's always these fucking 420s and 69s, I swear.
It's all that crypto is, man. It's all that crypto is.
Right. So that would give you about $69.15. And then if we were to add the 2.5 minimum onto it in terms of the multiple, because Bitcoin's price obviously doubling and this is gaining on Bitcoin, that would give us $172.88. That's pretty good. And if we take the current price of $11.62, that gives you a 14.87x, not including, you guys, APY you guys are currently earning right now on the Radium DEX as well. So I could times this by 1 point, let's just say 5.55, because you're earning 60%, but you're not gonna get all of it. So let's just say something like that. Basically give you a 23x. In returns. Now, this is before you have any supply come out, right? So both Radium and Serum do have supply coming out in next year, right? So at least for this year, for the next 3-4 months, you do have a margin of safety right now. But this is something me and Charlie are going to talk about in terms of just how the supply for these coins are coming out. Serum, just to give you a full FYI, Serum is going to have a monstrous amount of supply coming out in January 4th.
Yes.
Monstrous. I mean, like multiple. I mean, like it's a lot, basically.
Yep. So yeah, be careful around that time.
Yeah. So it's one of the things where you might have to get out of position on these and effectively, get back in once the dust settles, and then be able to ride it up for the rest of the year, because it looks like the way Sam and the guys at FTT and Solana have kind of done this. It's like they have this massive amount that comes out once a year, basically for the next 5 years, and then all supplies out, basically.
Yep.
Nice. But yeah, so mark that on your calendars, right?
There we go. Perfect. There we go. So no, I mean, it's fantastic. Like I said before, we just kind of get used to these things in crypto. But if you want to understand what the process is for this type of logic on the moon math, if you want to understand other coins as well that we talk about, we talk about plenty of other coins in the course as well. If you want to understand, all this stuff that we're talking about here today, jump into the crypto mindset course. Right. It is closing here in 3 hours now. Right. Time is ticking. Just get in.
So I've created the moon math. I've created the dividend multiplication number, and I've created a lot of these other ways to calculate returns. And you add all these things together, and then you're able to then figure out it's insane what kind of income you can make once you have all this math memorized. And it's very easy math. I make sure that all this stuff, you can just do a simple ass calculator. You can do it right on your iPhone. It's really easy. But that's what I'm saying, because this stuff's some blue collar ass fucking get the shit done. Like it works. every damn time.
Exactly. So, yeah, it's one of these things where, you know, the gains are only here for a certain period of time here. They're not going to be here forever within the crypto space. But obviously, we'll be talking. This is where I really like talking in the course, right? We'll be talking about, you know, we're talking about what we're looking for within this quarter, of course, but we're also going to be talking about what we're looking for the rest of this bull market. I think there were some people, I think it was Q1 of last year when in December, people were like, where are we going to end up at the end of the bull market? And it's like, well, we don't have all the data in front of us. So, you know, we could end up in multiple places, right? We have a lot more data now, right? And so as we progress through Q4, we're going to have some flash webinars. We're going to have some extra information going on. And the more and more data that we get here, the more and more likely we'll be able to show you like the next 365 to a year and a half, basically, in terms of, you know, what we're seeing here in the data. It's getting the bull market is becoming a lot more clear for people like us, right? Who understand what's going on here. For some people, I still see people out there kind of, you know, clinging to old ways of thinking. And it's like, yep, you know, we're, you know, several steps ahead of the rest of the market. So we want to make sure to help you guys be several steps ahead of the rest of the market as well throughout this quarter.
Correct, you guys. And we're going to give you explanations and kind of reasoning why things are happening the way they are, and give you kind of like the psychology. This is the one ecosystem where psychology actually has some use case because a lot of because the market is not controlled by robots. It's controlled by humans right now.
Yeah.
So having emotional control, and regardless, emotional control just wins out overall. But just having emotional control and able to understand how people act emotionally is going to make you guys a lot of money, basically. Okay. Even though look, I look like right. Just I'm gonna answer a question real quick, right? So Weber, Ethereum's fucking trash. Like, look, no, it's not actually. No, it's not. So if Ethereum's gas fee is
the same thing as saying Bitcoin's trash, you know, there's
right. So if Ethereum's transactions were free or a penny, no one would be talking fucking shit, because every single fucking protocol in this world has copied almost verbatim Ethereum on everything. Like, that's the reason I made these whole jokes with me and Charlie and stuff. We were saying to start the fucking ecosystem starter pack, which we started, which was like, okay, make an Ethereum, make a Uniswap, make an Aave, make a Synthetics, if you look across every single protocol, they're all, make a Pancake Swap. Everybody does. Everyone's copying everything that was right there on Ethereum, basically. Yep. Because why is that? Because everyone wants to be on Ethereum, but Ethereum's it's not scaling right now and it's not working. So what's going on right now is these blockchains have become so there's something called vertical or horizontal integration, and then you have vertical integration, right? So, or scaling. I'm sorry, scaling. So right now what's going on is the L2s, which are layer 2s, right? Layer 2 Ethereum, right? These are things like Arbitrum, which launches next week. And
there you go, baby. Right there in the course.
And Optimism, right? So you're going to have the first competition where Ethereum's actually going to take a couple shots back at you know, the rest of the ecosystems for the first time, right? Because it's been ecosystem season. So you have this whole thing right now where Ethereum hasn't been scaling. So what's going on right now? There's a competition between which side of the curve, right? Is it horizontal or vertical that's going to win? Either way, what's in the center, what's connecting right here? That's Ethereum.
Yep. Ethereum's going to go boom with the Miguel Woes.
Miguel, yeah, right. So in this thing, right? I mean, you got Solana, you got Pulse Chain when it launches, you got Polkadot, you got all these chains right here. They're all EVM compatible, right? And at some point, not now, later on, half of these are going to be out of here, basically.
Right.
And the same thing too, right? Like one of the things that's actually like just to give you an example, right? Like Polygon pumped like crazy. And the minute Arbitrum and Optimism were about to launch, it stopped pumping. Since that day, since the announcement of it, go look back. Since the announcement of like Arbitrum's about to do something, boom, fucking Polygon has just been shook because and look what happened right. Let's just give you another example. I'm fucking hyped right now. I'm fucking hyped right now.
Hey man, crypto will do that to you.
All right, so watch this. Fucking AVAX was pumping like fucking crazy. Then Phantom announces $380 million farming incentives. Everyone fucking exited stage left on AVAX like that to Phantom. And then Phantom announces, "Oh, you guys, that incentivized fucking thing is happening at the end of the year." and then everyone's like runs back to fucking AVAX. That's what I'm saying is like it's fair weather money, right? So
right, which you got to be extremely careful about. We'll be talking about that in the course a lot.
So I mean, that's just some stuff. I mean, we're gonna get deep into this sort of stuff, and then we're the only people talking about this at all because you know why? Because a lot of these people have allegiances. Me and we have allegiances as well, like we do, but we're coin agnostic, and we're just we're taking a look back and actually taking a real look at like, okay, what's going on here? How what's his picture with people are so compartmentalized, so maximalist. They're in just one little coin, one little ecosystem, and they can't see out their bubble. I know some of the smartest motherfuckers in the game.
I know, dude.
That are Ethereum maximal. Like no,
Bitcoin, Ethereum. Yeah. It happens with every goddamn community. So here's one thing I wanted to add to that rant that you're saying right here, which I think a lot of people don't get is, so what's the life cycle of a crypto as it matures, right? So look at the history of Bitcoin. Right. And this goes to Weber's comment as well. So Bitcoin, right? Magic internet nerd money, right? Made by shadowy supercoders. Basically, it starts as the only cryptocurrency in the space at 95% of the market cap in the space, right? And then it gets adopted and boom, 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 boom. Okay, now we're good with Bitcoin. We understand what its use case is. We understand how it's being used, all this stuff. Okay, boom, 15, 16, 17, here comes Ethereum, right? Ethereum comes in, Bitcoin's market cap starts to drop. Right, all of a sudden you have another player in this ecosystem, and it's not the same as Bitcoin. It didn't. If Ethereum tried to just copy Bitcoin and beat Bitcoin, it would have lost because Bitcoin had the network effect already, right? But what Ethereum tried to do is add another layer of use into the crypto space, which is smart contracts, right? So that's different from Bitcoin's proposition, right? And so then you have another layer here, and then you have a boom, right? Like it's kind of like, think about like as like stars explode and create new galaxies, right? So you basically have exactly, these supernovas, crypto supernovas, right? So you have the Bitcoin, right? And then you have the Bitcoin supernova, boom. And then you have Ethereum, boom, the Ethereum supernova, boom. This market cycle, we have, the Hex and Pulse Chain supernova, boom. We have the Solana Serum Radium supernova, boom. You have, the Binance Chain supernova, boom. You have, Cardano trying to do one, but maybe it just collapses into its own black hole. Maybe. I hope it doesn't. Right. I hope it succeeds. But then, you get the Dogecoin, galaxies and stuff being made and all this stuff. And crypto gets more complex as this moves on. But what happens with the older ones that are more mature, right? They don't, turn into dead galaxies or whatever. They're still going. But there's other things happening as well. So what's happening to Ethereum in this bull market happened to Bitcoin last bull market. What's happening to Ethereum this bull market will happen to these ones that are being created. So if Solana, Pulse Chain, Binance Chain, all these other chains that are coming out, if they are successful this bull market and they stay around in the bear market and they continue to advance in the next bull market, then they're going to have a similar problem to what Ethereum had based on network effect. So it's, as you get so much network effect, all of a sudden you get to this max capacity stage where Bitcoin, when it was at max capacity stage, right, it had like $40 fees on it. And people were like, oh my God, that's crazy, right? And then fees get alleviated through the bear market, and then they can scale up. And then also, as you have other things adding to this in the crypto space, then you get alleviation because Ethereum exists. So we don't have to use only Bitcoin. We can use Ethereum as well. And then in the next bull market, the one thing that's going to alleviate the congestion on different networks is having bridges between different blockchains, right? So with every single bull market that we have going here, we basically have the same story, like basically the character arc or the arc of maturity with each of these crypto assets is following the same path. So, that's looking, several steps in advance, but basically, you got to understand these things in order to be able to anticipate what can happen in the next bull market. So, I think we're given a lot of good knowledge here, but this is just the beginning. If you want more, obviously, just a taste. A nice Sunday sample on a Wednesday.
Nice little shadowy supercoder taste.
Or it's a Wednesday over here. I guess it's still a Tuesday over there, right?
Oh, yeah, it's still Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah. Only 3 hours left to get into the crypto mindset course. Get in or have fun, stand poor.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much to talk about. Like, and this is like what the conversation me and Charlie are having right here on stream. Like, I listen to like bros. I have if what's higher than a PhD? Fucking God Emperor of YouTube.
I was actually going to say something similar to that.
Yeah, I went with God Emperor of YouTube and stuff. In terms of, I know like the heat. Basically, I know when people have like, if it was back in the day, bro, I'd be a fucking A&R, bro. I'd be talent. I know I can spot talent in a second. So, no one's having these conversations because it's very uncomfortable, because it pretty much means that there's only going to be a couple winners, which everyone's trying to avoid. That's why no one's having these conversations at all, right? And just thinking about that right now allows us to kind of position ourselves, right? Like what Charlie just said, like most of these blockchains, as soon as they do have some usage, the fees are not going to stay cheap on most of these things, because they haven't solved scaling or anything at all. Yep. Right? Like I think Solana is very good at scaling. I believe Pulse Chain will actually be able to scale, because you have Richard in the helm, actually doing the rack. Because Richard's had some great ideas, but he couldn't get them implemented. Something that's totally fucked right here, right? Is Roger Ver was right. They should have increased the fucking block size. They should have, because all you have to do is just basically scale Bitcoin. I mean, obviously it's not completely perfect. There's scaling solutions along with the Litecoin stuff that's going on, but you could have increased the block size with the advancement in the CPU. So I forgot the law. It basically, there's a law where every 2 years of computing power doubles. I forgot the law, but
right. Just kind of the exponential growth of any new technology, right?
Correct. Yeah. So
happens with radios, microwaves, refrigerators, TVs, computers, blockchains, everything.
Yeah. So even if you did it every 3 years, just to be safe, you could just double the block size on Bitcoin every 3 years, and then with the processing powers of computers and cell phones, everything else increasing along with it, it can handle it basically. So in a way, Roger Ver, Bitcoin, ex-Bitcoin Jesus, Bitcoin Judas was right. Moore's law, yeah, or Cole's law, moon suits, s'mores, but not Murphy's law. Oh my, whatever fucking law, Jesus Christ.
No, Murphy's law is whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. But basically that's kind of what's going on, right? So there's certain chains that me and Charlie are more heavily betting on, but doesn't mean that we're not putting money in other stuff to catch pumps on some of these things. And these aren't like a 1 week pump. I'm talking about where it's like a good cycle, like throughout cycles, because these coins don't really disappear until bear markets and the end of the cycles, basically. So it's all kinds of stuff. So obviously we'll give full explanations during the crypto course. You guys have exactly 2 hours and 52 minutes. 52 minutes.
30 seconds.
2 hours and 52 minutes to get in, man. Get in, you guys. We're not doing another course this year. No, another crypto mindset course. You'll get the chat. You guys are going to get the secret webinars we're going to end up doing. We got some other special stuff. We're going to do meetups later this year. Some other meetups are next year, but we'll talk about that next year.
Oh yeah.
And the most important thing of all, no more poor, you guys.
Can you show them one more time on the website where they can get it?
Yeah. So you can sign up here at cryptomindset.com. It's $8.97.
No, cultivatecrypto.com. Yeah.
Yeah, cultivate. Yeah, sorry.
It's all right.
Cultivatecrypto.com. Yeah, for $8.97, you can pay with Google Pay, credit card, or PayPal, or Pay Later, which allows you to pay it in 4 interest payments. So let's split this up into 4. Also, if you want to pay in crypto, you just send an email to charlie@cultivatecrypto.com. It's right up here if you don't know, find it. And we either accept Bitcoin or Ethereum. So when you send the email, just say, I want to buy the course with Bitcoin, or I want to buy the course with Ethereum. And then Liam or some other person will get back to you within 24 hours. Once you have purchased the course, you guys, give it a couple hours and check your inbox and your spam folder for the stuff. Just be patient, you guys. We have over 1,500 people in the course right now, and climbing right now. So we're having a lot of new entries in the course right now, and especially if we do cryptocurrency, to get the 10% off, they're being manually done as well. So have some patience, you guys. We'll get to you guys, and then inside that link, once we get back to you, you will end up getting a link to join the Telegram chat, as well as there's like a basic starter info in there, and the courses will start September 12th. Okay, yeah. which should be a Sunday this week.
Yep. We have over 1,460 people who have joined already, and we're going to be having more. So we'll do our best basically to get you guys all onboarded. You should be receiving your invite link to the Telegram chat within 24 hours. If not, you can send me an email at charlie@cultivatecrypto.com if you have any trouble like with bouncing emails or whatever. You can also send a message to @cultivatecryptoteam on Telegram. I'll write that in the chat for you guys. Cultivate Crypto @cultivatecryptoteam on Telegram as well. And yeah, we'll do our best to get you guys all onboarded. It does take time here to get everybody situated. So please, have a little patience with that, but we will get you all in the course. We will leave no man behind. So the earlier that you get in, the better. And that's why we're closing this at midnight Pacific Standard Time tonight, because we do need that time between now and the Sunday webinars to make sure that everybody gets in properly and that no man is left behind. Justin said, did you get Kiyosaki's tax guy? We're still in talks. So yes, we're working on that, and all things shall be revealed for those who are in the Crypto Mindset course. This is literally the last show that we're going to do. We are no longer going to be on YouTube until the course is over. The course is from September 12th to September 26th, 10 a.m., 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the days that we have on. We have a few days off in between there as well. And so, yeah, no more free information. Sorry, we're rugging you here on YouTube until late September, early October. So, get in while the getting's good. If you want all the juice on what's happening in Q4. Otherwise, go back in the information we've talked about this weekend. I think we gave people a lot of good information over the weekend. Go back to watch these streams, and if you can't get in the course for whatever reason, you continue to work on your multiple streams of income, and maybe we'll see you sometime in 2022. But I think delaying this is not really a great idea here. So make sure that you do get in while the getting's good. So yeah,
it's under 3 hours to get in right now, man. Under 3 hours. So if you got to do it now. Let me answer a question before we sign off. Just to tell you guys. For you guys who have bought in the course and are wondering on what platform, you'll be able to listen to it on an iPhone, on an iPad, on an Android phone, just about anything that has an internet connection. You can listen to the background. We had people working full 8-hour shifts while listening to the courses. You guys doing the grind. Those are the guys I'm most proud of, because those are the guys who want it. Really want it, man. Like that was me, man. That was me fucking like I was working 7 days a week, funneling all my money into crypto while the prices were just collapsing in 2018 and 2019. And every day with a headphone in my ear, just listening to every YouTube video, reading every sort of comment I could on crypto until we got it, basically. So those are the people I'm most proud of and stuff. We will be giving you guys a schedule a day before the course starts, and we'll be able to tell you kind of like what's going to be the rundown and stuff. But yeah, you guys will have a schedule for the courses.
Yeah. I'm just answering some questions in the chat. Basically, somebody was asking, is Telegram where the courses are done on? Basically, Telegram is how we communicate with you guys. We have the Telegram chat and the links channel to make sure that we get all of the webinars put there for you on the recordings as well as on the live. So Telegram is how we communicate with you guys. But yeah, Motley's right there in the chat. Basically, he says just do it now. Action is what gets things done here. When we say do the work, right? It's do the work and do the research, but then also do the actions, right? You got to take these actions in order to have success here. And to get better situated, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced in the crypto space, we got something for everybody. So we're really really looking forward to giving you guys all the plays, all the juice here to make you guys basically as profitable as we can in Q4. So going to be a good time, and appreciate you guys. Yeah, any final words here for the shadowy super coders?
Hey man, I can't wait to talk to you guys inside the course, man, and join up and stuff, man. Like this is gonna be a good one, man. And all the content we're doing after the course is done as well, it's gonna be really cool. We're gonna treat you guys well, man. This is the 1 year anniversary, man. We're going balls out on this one.
Oh yeah, balls deep, baby. We'll get you into all that crypto knowledge. Have a good time while we're at it. And so what's better than having a good time and getting rich at the same time? Nothing.
Right. So I'll send this with hell no, man. Mindset course is your ticket away from hell. Poor hell. So peace, you guys. Make sure to subscribe to both me and Charlie's channels and stuff. And boom, we'll see you guys in the course, man. Later.